another banger, man. Y'all already know who it is. I'm DecemberDeMarco, Fortune 500 marketer, here to share my insights to the market with y'all to hopefully help y'all become better informed investors. Salute to y'all for pulling up on the channel. Make sure you hit the thumbs up like button and do not forget to subscribe, man. You want to be a part of the next Shiba Inu success stories, and just not Shiba Inu but other cryptocurrencies as well. Make sure you tap in and hit that subscribe button. I'm going to give it a minute for everybody to tune in. Shout out to everybody that pulled up on us yesterday. If you were watching this, if you're a part of that replay gang, man, salute to you as well. Y'all know y'all hold the channel down. Keep everything going. Y'all know I look forward to seeing those comments later on in the day. So we got another late one, man. We did drop a video early. Hopefully y'all got to check that video out. Jam-packed with lots of important information when it comes to Shiba Inu and, you know, what you should be looking at when it comes to the market as a whole surrounding Shiba Inu. So shout out to those that are coming in. We got 20 people in the building. I need y'all to smash that like button ASAP if y'all want to keep this one rocking. Salute, salute. Shout out to PD in the building, Taste T in the building. Man, salute. Make sure y'all share the video. Let everybody know that we are live, man. If y'all got questions, comments, anything you want to add, drop it in the chat section right now, man. Salute. Shout out to Taste Tia. Shout out to PD. Shout out to Quintessential. Shout out to my VIT, man. Man, shout out to the whole VIT Army High Roller Squad, man. Salute to y'all. Essence in the building, man. Shout out to everybody, man. We got some exciting things on the way with Vegas Inu token. If you haven't checked out the VIT community or the project, please make sure you do so. Links in the description section of this video. Shout out to Durham in the building. Shout out to Crypto Shady, says, homie, I'm up 70K on SHIB. Man, I'm killing it, man. Salute, bro. I'm happy for you. This is the place where Shiba Inu SHIB Army members win. This is the place. You want to be one of the SHIB Army winners, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Don't say you want to be one and you're not subscribed. So it's exciting, y'all. I gave y'all a heads up yesterday with yesterday's video. You know, I sat back for a minute, but I've been watching the markets. Do not think just because we ain't been around that my eye is not on the markets. You know, sometimes you got to take a step back, focus on other things. And, you know, when the time is right, as you can see, we came back right in time. So take a look at what's going on. Shout out to Nunya in the building. So let's go, man. Love what Nunya is working on for the community. Because of people like Nunya is what make, you know, the VIT community so awesome, man. Shout out to y'all, man. PD in the building says, salute, Quinn. We got some, we got about 40 people in here, man. I need y'all to run those likes up. Let me get a like check on the video. Let me get a like check. We got Anthony in the building. Salute, man. I need a like check on the video right now. I need to make sure the likes are at the proper ratio to our viewers. Shout out to Crypto Shady. DD Nation is the GOAT, man. Salute to y'all, man. Y'all the GOAT too. PD says smash the like button coming in. Make sure you show some love on the way in. So take a look at this, y'all. Look at this 3% on the day that we... Hold on. Stop the beat. PD said we sitting at 15 likes right now. We got over 40 people in the building. I need you to hit that like button if you're watching the stream and you want us to continue with this fire information we about to drop. Run those likes up, man. It's absolutely free, and make sure you are subscribed and got notifications on. So that way when I go live, that way when, you know, we talk about important updates within the Shiba Inu community, you are informed ASAP. Crypto Shady says, I even took what you taught me and applied it to my other bags. Homie, this game is easy. The cheat code is to buy when it's red. Crypto Shady understands. Crypto Shady understands this. This is why y'all need to be taking a look at the Vegas Inu token project. Token address, website, all the information you need, Telegram, all in the description section of this video. Mailman says, bro, you've been missing for months. I ain't been missing, man. Those who know, they know how to get in touch with me, man. We've been working, man. We got a lot of exciting things coming for our community. You know, we will be the first crypto lounge club event space, you know, whatever you want to call it, in the Las Vegas area, man. So we've been working, man, some IRL things. We got 51 people in the building. We need to run those likes up. Anthony says, need SHIB to break that 408 level. Shout out to Humble, man. One of the triple OGs to the family pulling back up on us, man. Salute, bro. We got CC and DD in the building, man. Salute to y'all. So let's check this out, man. Make sure y'all run those likes up. Right now, we sitting at a $2.3 trillion market cap, y'all. The market is looking very, very optimistic right now. We're seeing a lot of positive sentiment. You know, we got October right around the corner, aka October. October is a historical positive, really good month for crypto. It's one of the best months, especially when we look at the last bull run, October 2021. A lot of people are speculating, you know, which can be, you know, a little tricky, but people are speculating that this next upcoming month is going to be really good. And this is what you don't want to do. You don't want to sit back and wait for all the movement to take place. You don't want to be one of those people sitting on the sideline, indecisive, just, you know, sitting on your hands at a time like this when, you know, the markets are basically aligned to, you know, do what we wanted to do. Now, obviously, hopefully you're an individual who has been dollar cost averaging throughout this time, because that way even the new money or the newer investments that you made can be in profit had you been buying Shiba Inu when it was at those lower levels. They dipped down to almost about 1,000 points per coin, then went back to the 11, went back to the 1,300 level, chilled over there for a while before we seen it pop up to the 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 today, and then 19 where we see it sitting at right now. So we broke already through a nice support level. I think it was around that. Let's take a closer look. For first, let's see. Bitcoin 65K. We got Ethereum at 2,600. BNB at 601. Solana at 156. XRP 58 cents. Doge still pumping 12 cents. Of 10.6%. This is one thing you want to keep in mind. We noticed Shiba Inu was pumping earlier and Doge hadn't moved as much as SHIB. So what you could do is look at Doge as a sympathy play and know that there's a, you know, a wave coming over to Doge. Once people start taking some profits from SHIB, they're going to bounce around and try to catch those other sympathy plays. Doge, you know, all the top dog meme coins will basically receive some sympathy, you know, where it's looking like we're getting to that stage, especially during altcoin season. So Time coin right now 5.79, Cardano at 41 cents, Tron 15 cents, AVAX at $29.40. And take a look at Shiba Inu right here, y'all, up 21% on the day, sitting at 401902. So 21.6%. Shiba Inu is the best performer today out of the top, probably the top 100 cryptocurrencies at least. Let's see, I like to do this to see, the percentage, the next one that's, Shiba's impeding. So that way you can have a little perspective, because yes, it may be only 20% to some, but you have to understand that's a massive movement in the market considering, look, we're at the top 78 cryptocurrencies right now, and we still haven't found one really close. Closest one we see so far is 18% for Conflux, sitting at 84th place by market cap. But let's just keep on going. So all the way, top 100 cryptocurrencies, nothing up 20% or more. Let's see, the top 200. Shiba Inu absolutely showed out today on the crypto side. Let's see. So I'm looking right now, y'all. We already at 160. The top 160, 70 cryptocurrencies, and still not one of them in 20%. So think about that, y'all. So we just went through the top 200 cryptocurrencies. Not one other one is up 20+% today. So you got to be grateful for what the market is giving us when it comes to SHIB. It shows us that the army is very strong, even when, the rest of the entire market isn't moving that strongly. Shiba Inu can do these types of things on its own. I warned y'all, once it starts to move, it's going to move very, very quickly. You got to be already prepared. You're not going to get a last chance once you start seeing this going parabolic. You're not going to get an opportunity to position yourself. This is why I try to tell everybody to plan out your trade and trade your plan. Understand your strategy. Have it prepared. Have it ready to go. So that way, all you have to do is execute. If it hits whatever price target or, whatever it does, if it pulls back, are you going to buy more? You want to know all these things before you go into it. So take a look right here. Very, very confident candles. This is something you want to pay attention to. So look at this candle size here. The last time we seen a candle this bullish was back in April. So back in April. So also you got to keep in mind, we got to look at the good, the bad, and the ugly, and try to weigh all these things out. Last time we did see a candle like this, we did hit a resistance area. That's a lot of confidence moving up in one movement, which means that our RSI is likely high. Let's check out our RSI, which means we could be in overbought territory. So you see that our RSI is high. So our RSI is sitting at 80 right now, when we know that a 70 or above is considered overbought. So I want y'all to keep in mind that right now Shiba Inu could be in overbought territory, which, depending on the bullishness or the excitement of investors, if they're willing to continue to buy beyond this point, that can start to taper off if we don't have bulls continue this confidence. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind, like I said, the size of the candle can help you determine how confident this movement is. Now, you notice we got a lot of small candles in front of this. All these smaller candles, these are indecisive movements. The market pretty much unsure in which direction it should go. So when we see a candle like this, it's pretty much telling us that the market wants it to go up. But you got to keep in mind that outside catalysts could weigh on this. Let's say right now we see a lot of that Bitcoin long interest, open interest, start to get liquidated because Bitcoin starts to possibly pull back. Then that can have an effect on Shiba Inu, because once people start to see a lot of these Bitcoin positions close, it will create that ripple effect I talked about earlier, that cascading effect, where it'll flush more money out of the market, and that can create a little fear as SHIB is trying to gain this momentum. So that's something to keep in mind also, and also keep in mind that we are in overbought territory. So last time we reached this territory on our RSI levels was, so right here, March 9th. So we were sitting around between a low of around 3,000 points per coin and 3,800 points per coin. So just looking at our resistance points in the chart, already that 2,900 points per coin level is looking like a strong resistance point. So if we start to see SHIB, continue to go crazy and ride off this momentum and this bullishness we're seeing, we could easily break out to this 2,900 points per coin level in the next day or two, depending on outside conditions as well. It's not just all based on Shiba Inu. It depends on what the big players in the market are saying, what influential people in the market is saying. All these things play a part. But it is very, very exciting times, because we got more, we're more on the side of Bitcoin, being able to essentially, not just Bitcoin, but crypto as a whole being widely accepted. So that's what's exciting about this time, because think about what we did last bull run, when crypto didn't have regulation, when crypto didn't have Bitcoin ETFs or Ethereum ETFs, or just even now, it having a few extra years to build on top of, its previous years, to show that crypto isn't going anywhere. We're still getting new developments, new technology, still changing, or disrupting, different, just different spaces with the technology that crypto, NFT, all these different technologies provide. So it's very, very exciting times. Y'all are looking right now at the wild, wild west of digital assets or cryptocurrencies, whatever you want to call it. So definitely, do your due diligence during this time. Educate yourself. It's gonna pay off in the next 5-10 years, and even before then. But I really truly believe that a lot of y'all don't even understand what's in store for you. Those of you that are doing it right, like look at the ones that we got in the chat, like Crypto Shady. The ones that are truly understanding how to play the game. It's gonna be crazy for y'all. PD says, Shady, show the shady side, my brother. Yes, the gains is lovely. And Pervum says, why aren't we in dark mode on CMC? I don't like dark mode. I know a lot of people prefer it. Wells says, I love your channel. You're the GOAT. I love you. Thank you, man. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Future Tech says, Shiba to 10 cent. I would love to see today. PD says, you see that Leash? Let's go take a look at Leash real quick. I know Leash was on fire. What was it, like 309 earlier? Okay, so Leash, we seen Leash go up to 420 sheesh before it did a nice little pullback. Now it's sitting at 360. Leash up 18% on the day. So look at this, man. The Shiba, it just went up to 19%. Shiba Inu's ecosystem is absolutely on fire. Also, take a look at, don't forget about Shibarium. So Shibarium is that, it's like that. It's that, I don't want to say just like the ace in the hole, but it's something that we got really good that's working for our ecosystem that a lot of people are underestimating right now. If you've seen some of the headlines today, Shibarium fees were up 2,100% from now. This is the thing. It wasn't like, just a crazy amount, but the thing is to keep in mind, which it is a 2,100% increase is a crazy amount, but you just want to remember that this is nonstop. Every transaction that takes place over Shibarium is helping out the Shiba Inu ecosystem even more. And just remember, once we get to a point where Shibarium, the SHIB ecosystem, is even more widely accepted, that burn rate is going to be even crazier. So we will be, removing a lot more coins out of the supply over the next few years, especially as the team continues to build. Look, we just seen, what was it, the 2049 conference where Satoshi popped out. So you see the team still, marketing, still, trying to, get people informed and excited about the SHIB army. So that's what it's about, man. We got our entire ecosystem right now pretty much on fire for the day. So let's take a look at that bone. Bone even up 10%. It was a little higher earlier, up to about 49 cent, 48, 49 cent. Let's see what Bad Idea is sitting up. So Bad Idea down 7.96%. So this is something you might want to keep in mind because Bad Idea is a part of the SHIB ecosystem. So because the SHIB ecosystem is hot right now, you might want to look to other projects within the ecosystem that might receive some sympathy. So keep that in mind. Let's see. I want to see what the SHIB's doing. So even Shiboshi's up 9% right now. We seen it up to 75, 76 bucks earlier before he pulled back. Also, another sleeping giant right now that you want to have on your radar, Vegas Inu token. Vegas Inu token. Make sure you add this one to your radar. We got a lot of exciting things coming up. The NFT collection is coming up soon, and the price is cheap. So this is, like I told y'all, about accumulating during those down times for the bigger picture. Everybody, you see what just happened, with SHIB. A lot of people, probably felt like SHIB wasn't going to move anytime soon. It's been stagnant for a while. They're getting exhausted, but that's what the markets like to do. They like to exhaust you. They like to, get you where you get emotional about your investments. And then, things start to happen once you make decisions. So ecosystem looking fire right now. All links to Vegas Inu token are in the description section of this video. So make sure y'all check that out. Let's see, what else we want to check out. Let's see the damn token. What happened to damn? So damn token gone now? Sheesh, okay. So take a look at this one right here, 4 Doge. 4 Doge right now, up 245%. Just dropped the other day, already got the listing. So we will be talking about a few meme coins on here as well. Or should I drop the meme coins? Do y'all prefer when I do the meme coin reviews or breakdowns inside of the live stream, or do you prefer those to be their own separate video? That way they can have their own separate title and it's searchable, for anyone looking for it. Let me know which way y'all prefer. because there's a lot of new meme coins I want to review, you know, talk about, get back in that bag, you know, start gem hunting again heavily, you know, sending out plays to the community. We already been warming up, you know, researching, but it's at that point where it's time to drop the content. So let's see. Back to Shiba Inu. So remember, for those that are newer, you know, if you're trying to, in a simple way, understand, you know, where is the price likely to go to, you can hit those resistance points. Some people like to use the real body of the candle. Some people like to use the wicks. To me, it's just personal preference. So you can just mark at the highest point right there. You can see that's a resistance area. Know that once the price starts to move back up into this area, we could either see, you know, a breakthrough or some selling pressure here where it starts to taper off and it pulls back into pulls back to a support level, a key support area, or we can see it, you know, continue to break out of this range. And if that does happen, that would be a really good sign. Just looking at it, just kind of eyeballing it, just quickly mapping out those resistance points on the chart, not being too trying to exactly pinpoint it. We just want to mark out those clear areas of resistance in the chart so we can have an idea of the levels where she can go to. Now, it's more to it than this, you know, in these ranges, but this will give you an idea. Once the price, you know, breaks through this range here, we know that our next major resistance point is here. Now, also, we can see some resistance from some of these levels down here. Notice some of these areas of support. Also, you want to sometimes map out. Look where we got key support levels in the chart. So those key support levels can also be a pit stop on the way to, you know, that key resistance area. So take a look here. So we could, you know, let's just move it down a little bit. Let's say this plays out like this. You know, it breaks out, retests, you know, does something in this range. It could test this range right here, which is a previous support area here in the chart, before it starts to either retrace and make its way back down here eventually, whether it's, you know, in a straight line or however it plays out, before it figures out what it wants to do in this range. Or if it breaks above, you know that we're likely to start making our way up to this resistance point. So that's kind of how you can try to have an idea of where the price is heading. The price likes to act like almost, you know, a magnet to those, you know, resistant and support levels. It doesn't just do it right away, but it's eventually going to work its way to one of those areas. So just keep that in mind. Will says, I'm going to cry and think about this when that hit 10 cent. Killer says the lower market ones are doing good, like Bappy the Bat and Draggy Matt Fury ones. Yeah, definitely a lot of those low cap memes, you know, especially with the good narratives behind it right now, are popping off, man. I got something exciting on the way as well for those in the community that love the meme coin plays as well, you know, because the season is heating up, so you definitely want to be a part of it. PD said, and Bone, is Vegas Inu gone? December, I invested in that project because of you. Vegas Inu is absolutely not gone, bro. We got, I don't know if you just tuned in, but we got the NFT collection coming. We got some IRL utilities coming. We also have some other exciting things coming as well. So no, we definitely are not gone. We are building. You know, sometimes you just got to really focus on building, you know, other aspects. But remember, we still have a very strong community. Join the Telegram if you're not in there. Our community members are, you know, active every day, you know, doing different things from the community side to push the project forward. So, you know, that's what it's all about. If you want to be more involved in the community, feel free to, you know, come join us in the Telegram, share ideas. You know, it's all a community effort, you know, so whatever you see, you know, that you would like to see with the project, come chop it up with the community. Let's see what we can do. So shout out to Baba GD though for rocking with me. PD says I DCA Bone all the way down to 38 cent. Good work, bro. That's that conviction. You gotta have conviction. You can't just, you know, when plays think about it. If a play like, you know, Shiba Inu or Bone, or, you know, coming from development team with a strong community like that can have its moments of, being stagnant, or just not doing the most. That can happen for any project. So you just got to be patient and, have confidence. And also remember, never to risk more than you're willing to lose. So that way it doesn't make you emotional, because if you do put in more than your risk tolerance will, make you comfortable with, you, when the project isn't moving, or, if it's stagnant, or, the project is pulling back, or it's not going up enough, it will make you emotional, and you're likely to make rash decisions behind that. So just be careful with that. Nunya says, Bone about to break the 200-day moving average. Get ready. Yeah, that's going to be real nice once we see that. The 200-day moving average is a very strong, support or resistance area that, the chart uses, or, the price basically will respect. If the price is trading above that 200 moving average, that's very bullish for, the asset moving forward. If it's trading below that level, if it dips below that level, then you can expect that it can possibly have a continuation to drop deeper. Crypto Shady says, see, this is why we need to keep encouraging one another to keep holding, because of these moments, my brothers and sisters. Facts. You got to stay down for the come up. It's really easy. If there's a 15% drop in Shiba Inu, 2,300, 2,400, it will rise 500% and then rise to 0.001. This will happen until April, May 2025. It will reach 1 cent by 2027. Hey, I would love that, man. He says 10 cents, wait until 2,300. PD says Shiba is at a 54% on the weekly RSI. Okay, that's it is a good, thing to keep in mind, to also zoom out on the, the time frames of the RSI. When you zoom out to a further time frame, like a weekly time frame, it can kind of help you get a better longer term picture. Because so what I'm talking about when I say the RSI that we see right now is at what was it, 80? That's for on the daily chart. So that's a short term, indication of what the price is likely to do. So in the short term, we could likely see it, if we're looking in history, we look back in this area. Hold on, let me do it. Scoot it over so y'all can see. Oh wait, y'all not gonna be able to see it like that. Okay, so just look left where my video was, where the camera was at. You see where the RSI, that little green mountain that's breaking above the 70 level. Last time we had that happen, it did play out for a few days. We had it, let's see, from February 27th to March 14th. So almost like, what is that? Almost 2.5 weeks. 2.5 week period. Yeah, so basically like 2.5 weeks. So, we could see it play around in this level. We could see some serious upside in the next few days where, the price shoots up so high, and not saying like all-time high prices, but just at a level where it makes it uncomfortable for investors that haven't already been buying the dips to buy. That's what it likes to do. It likes to play with the psychology where, the price will be sitting up here at this level, and you'll be waiting for a pullback at these levels here, waiting for the price to pull back. And I'm not saying it won't pull back, but I'm saying this is what can happen if you are just waiting. This is why I recommend dollar cost averaging, because the price gets up to this range, and then now you're not going to want to buy. I see that happen time and time again. People see the price go up a little bit, they want to wait for it to come back, and I do teach to let the price come to you. But also I teach to dollar cost average. So when I'm more speaking on letting the price come to you, that's generally speaking with like newer meme coins or projects that are like extremely volatile at the moment. You can play it out with Shiba Inu if you're investing over a longer scale, because who's to say it could break out a little bit further, and then people start closing out positions to try to lock in profit and pull the price down even further. But this is why you want to understand the key support and resistance areas, because if you understand key support areas, let's just grab this and let's go down from where we are right now to the next level. So we see some resistance in this area here. Now you'll start to get a lot of lines on here, but the more lines, the more areas you can, the closer you can be when it comes to those support areas and resistance areas. So right here we got more resistance here. So seeing that, the price is here at the moment. Matter of fact, let's keep marking it. We'll even get that little area there. So we know that the price can, the strongest key support area, if it pulled all the way back, we see is around 1,200, 1,300 points per coin. So we're pretty, confident that the price isn't just going to pull back down, below this range. But what we'll see people do is set buy orders, in this area. So that way, just in case the price ever does, pull back to this range, that it triggers a buy. You can also trigger buy orders all the way down, at each key support level. So that way, if the price wicks down really quickly to, let's say, 1,600 points per coin, your buy order will automatically get filled. And that way you'll be able to buy the dip like that. Let's say you set a buy order also at 1,600 points per coin, set one at, around 1550, whatever the chart is telling you, 15, right, approximately 1524 right here. But just, I would do 1,500, or sometimes you move it a little bit above or below the number, because a lot of times other people are looking for those same areas in the chart, and it could potentially not hit that area because, it's a, like a whole number area. So sometimes set it a little bit above. So that 15, if you're looking at it, key support area around 1,500 points per coin, don't be afraid to set it at 1,550. Your buy orders around that area, because you're not going to all the time be able to, time it just perfectly. Shout out to Quintessential. Said, please hit that like button. Make sure y'all show some love. Hit the like button and subscribe. This information is free. Will says, bro, you saying 2,300? I'm not sure what you meant by that. Looking at our key, one of the key support areas is around 2,200. Ian says, get ready for Bitcoin to break all-time highs. That's when SHIB will shine. Yeah, y'all got to keep that in mind. We got a lot of analysts predicting that Bitcoin is going easily to 100K. I just seen a study or an article today saying, with Trump's presidency, Bitcoin would be around easily 100K by election. Another one says with Harris, it will be still minimum around 75K. So, where whoever you, want in office, or whether you do or don't, whatever, Bitcoin, crypto as a whole is looking good. When we got both candidates, being pro crypto, we're at the right time. Usually we always see, something that, they're indecisive about, or they're against each other about. One person is for it, one person is against it. But both candidates are, using crypto as a way to appeal to, potential, voters. So I love to see it. Shout out to A1 in the building. Anthony says all-time high this weekend. Yeah, that'll be crazy if we did. I would love it. I'm here for it. A1 says Vegas Inu token. Make sure y'all go show some love to the Vegas Inu token community, man. You want to find low-cap gem projects before they really become massive. This is the way to do it. You tap in with solid communities like this, y'all. You see, we got about 80 people on the stream right now, rocking out with us. Las Vegas time, we are at 11:09 p.m. You want to tap in with communities like this, people who really truly care about crypto, people who really are involved in the space, got a track record in the space. That's what it's about. You're not going to win on every single one, but you moving around the space, being well informed, you're going to catch, some of them. Will says, I've been here for 3 years. I have 400 on Shiba. I keep 200 from the first year. Good work. Ian says, we can, but you got to, I don't know where you're coming from, but, you might want to, when the times are, this is what I really want y'all to take away from this stream. When the times are scary, that's when you really want to go crazy. That's when you really want to do your best to load up as best as you can. Now, when it's starting to get exciting, that's the time to, sit back and watch the game start to go. And you could even buy on the way up if you want to as well. Dollar cost averaging is not just when it goes down. That's buying the dip. Dollar cost averaging can be, buying when the price is up, buying when the price is low, but just continuing to buy over a set period of time. So that way you take advantage of, the average, price fluctuations and the dips that, occur in the market. Because some people will wait till they see, something like this happen, and then they want to throw all their money on Shiba Inu. Let's say it's a regular retail investor, with $1,000. They might want to throw $1,000 right here on this point. But now let's say they do that, and then today we just pumped 20+%, and let's say tomorrow we pull back, 9% or 8%. Now, that person is a little salty because they didn't dollar cost average. They threw everything at this point. So a better strategy, you can determine how you want to break it up. But what one might do is, instead of putting 1,000 at this point, probably say, over the next 5 weeks, I'll take this 1,000, this 1,000, and break it up over the next 5 weeks, and I'll do 200 per week, or 200 a day, or however you want to do it. It could be 200 a month, whatever. You just want to break it up over a period of time, so that way you don't get hit all at once and become emotional. Now, eventually the price will turn around with most assets, so all you would have to do is just be patient. But most people, they're affected by that mentally, when they throw a certain amount, especially an amount of money that means something to them, like that's a lot to them. When they throw that down and then the next day they see the price down, that rubs people, the wrong way. So that's the way to go around that, is by dollar cost averaging. Think about the amount you want to have invested into the asset and then break it up over a period of time. Assets like Shiba Inu or Bitcoin or Ethereum or your favorite assets, VIT, you can just continue to just buy over a period of time just to accumulate more. So that way, when that time comes, you're one of the massive holders, or you're just moving your spot up the line. The more tokens you hold, the further you move up the line when it comes to seeing a lot of gains. Shout out to A1. Appreciate you pulling up on us. Ian says, I want 45 plus. Will says, I had a dream. I like it. It's so cool. 1 cent, Dogecoin Mars. Quintessential said, DDD, you spoke Shib up last night live, brother. LFG, hey, I felt it. I felt it coming, bro. I've been watching the markets. I've been keeping my eye on it. It's just, we got other things to handle, but definitely, y'all know, once things start, heating up, I'm going to keep y'all, with the map, with the roadmap. Will says, this is so cool to own Fire and Speak. I don't know. It's coolest I've ever seen. Ian says, the awesome thing for Shib today was that it was twice the average amount of the gainers. Shib is hot. DW says, imagine Doge gets adopted as an official digital currency for the U.S. Yeah, that will be crazy. We had Trump talking about using crypto to help pay off the national debt. Now, whether that'll happen or not, it's just interesting to see that crypto being brought up in these types of conversations now. Live memes and chop it up shorts, DD. Okay. Shib is dead, Psyche. Where are the Shib haters now? Yeah, they always get quiet when, Shiba Inu starts to Shib. Ian says, Shady in the house. Petey says, we want a vote video, fam. Okay, I got to do something for my vote army, man. It has been a minute. The haters are gone, Shady, like we said years ago. People say there is too high amount of Shib tokens, but that's also one of our greatest assets. Yes, it is, because, people want to buy and hold a lot of, tokens. With Bitcoin and, higher or more expensive assets, some people feel they can't afford it. A lot of people still don't even know that you can buy fractionalized crypto. They don't even know that you can buy a fraction of Bitcoin. A lot of people still think you have to buy an entire Bitcoin. Some people don't know you can put $5, $1, $10, 20, 100, 50,000, or whatever into Bitcoin. Some people assume that you have to buy. They're like, oh, that's the price of Bitcoin, 65K. Okay, I'm gonna go look for something else. So projects like Shiba Inu give people that haven't done as much research or don't fully understand the space something to be excited about. Remember, meme coins are supposed to be fun. Meme coins are not just like traditional investment vehicles. They are projects. They're fun, community-driven projects that could potentially make money. So, you want to always keep that in mind as well. Don't forget to have fun in the space. It shouldn't be all, of course, the first rule, get the money, educate yourself, learn. But at the same time, don't forget to have fun. You don't want to tie your emotions to, the ups and downs of the markets. I've seen this happen. You know, I've been through it myself as well, you know, years ago, where, you know, if the market is green, you're having a better day. If the market is red, you know, you're feeling upset, or your day isn't going as good. Shout out to Essence. Make sure y'all run those likes up for me. Show some love. Anthony says SHIB to 100 billion market cap. I absolutely believe Shiba Inu will cross more than a $100 billion market cap. Remember last bull run, we went to a $50 billion market cap. That was with less utility, less holders, less adoption, you know, less regulation in the market, less optimism on a bigger scale. We did that without that. Now, granted, it doesn't mean just because we did it before that we're going to do it again. So I want y'all to keep this in mind. You know, I don't want to just be a channel where people come and it's just all, you know, sheep to the moon, sheep to the moon. Don't get me wrong. We are bullish on Shiba and we are here for it to go to the moon, but we want to be realistic as well. We are not a channel that's just saying, you know, Shiba Inu to $1, you know, this cycle. I don't believe, you know, that. So, you know, we still are optimistic. We never know what can happen in the space, but we still want to be realistic over on in this corner of the YouTube crypto space. So super bullish on $100 billion market cap. That would put us, you know, that would definitely have us deleting a zero. I think we would probably be at that 3016 level, I believe, somewhere around there. Shout out to Bruno in the building. DW says facts. Jason says what's up. Hold. Liar Bet says, are you making money right now? You need to be making money. If you've been buying Shiba Inu, everybody holding SHIB right now is making money. We are up 20% just on the day. I wouldn't sell anything till all-time high for BTC. What's the question? Ian says, buy the bottom 20% of the daily chart, always a win. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about too when we were speaking on RSI. So we were talking about RSI on a daily. Now, when it comes to zooming out, let's say you want to go to the 1 week, take a look at the RSI here. So the RSI is still at a level where, you know, we're not overbought yet. So yeah, we can see some temporary pullbacks, but we still have a lot of upside here. Take a look on the weekly chart. Last time we were at the 4,600 points per coin level. Our RSI was all the way at a 90, almost a 91 on the weekly level. So this tells us we still have a lot of upside. And look at it. The RSI is pretty parabolic right now. So this is really looking good, y'all. I'm expecting to see this momentum continue until tomorrow, or into tomorrow. So, you know, make sure y'all, you know, wake up early, look at those gains, you know, encourage the community. I know a lot of y'all are going to be spreading the word because this is what it's going to take. You know, people like us in the community to show everybody else, you know, the power of crypto so we can get that next spark, that next wave of new investors. Like we already got people trickling in, but I'm talking about that next major wave of investors like we seen when TikTok in the Doge army, in the SHIB army in the early days, you know, first, you know, start to take storm. Bruno says all season soon. I definitely, it feels like it. NorCal in the building, man. Salute. Essence in the building says hello, quintessential. 2A Raider says I buried 3 million SHIB over a year ago. What now? It depends on your strategy. What was your strategy a year ago? Will says, I seen Bitcoin at 120K. Yeah, I seen some analysts predicting Bitcoin will be at a minimum of 300K at the end of this cycle. I seen Kathy Woods from ARK Investments say she feels Bitcoin will be at $1 million per Bitcoin. You know, so we got a lot of, you know, not even crazy, you know, just really big projections when it comes to Bitcoin. And y'all got to think about it. When Bitcoin hits those levels, what do you think that's going to do for the rest of the market? It's going to send a shockwave through the rest of the market where everybody else is going to be looking for sympathy plays. Money is going to be flying to this project, that project. And that's what I'm excited for. Especially those projects with OG communities that have stuck around, stayed down for the come up. This is why Vegas Inu token is so special, because there's not many projects that have a community surrounding the project like we have with VIT. We got a unique community around the project, that is solid, all OG members, double OG members, triple OG members, so it's people that understand cryptocurrency, not as anxious. Of course, we got, there are some newer people that joined as well, but the core of it is people that know what they're doing. And when you got a group of people like that, you can really make magic. That attracts other people, especially during the right times when people are looking for those types of community plays. PD says, listen, y'all, to December, I held Jasmine for 3 years and now I'm up a lot. I thought Jasmine was dead. I was wrong. Glad I held it. Facts. You know how much FUD I seen on Jasmine? You know how much, so many people like, oh, that's a scam when it's done, it's toast, it's over with. And, look, those who have conviction, it pays off in the end. Not every play will, but for the most part, those who keep that conviction, they will win in the end. Will says, but I seen XRP being advertised in black of 6. DW says, I'm all in on SHIB. Ian says 120, 150, then 200K. Will says, so it's not going to happen. It may be going off little, a mini bull run, if anything. Anthony says, once she breaks 2,000 points per coin, it's game on. Dustin says, be holding for a while, didn't take profits last run, sitting on 75 mil. Any advice to securing somewhat of a bag? So 75 million tokens, isn't the most amount of tokens. So, what you can do is create, if you want to hold, that amount, so that way you can get the most appreciation on it, you could start a separate bag. That way you can have that separate bag to be able to take some profits on, just in case, things, continue from there, or whichever way you, decide to do it. If you want to, take profits from the first one you had and let this one sit, create a new bag and then, let this one grow for a long term. But it's really up to your investment decision. That's why it's important to have a plan. You got to know your plan before you enter a lot of these trades. You should have a general understanding. Is this a short-term play for me? Is this a mid-term play for me? Is this a long-term play? Because that way you'll be able to base your decision off of that. Let's say it's a long-term play. Me personally, we came in, I told y'all, Shiba Inu is a 5-10 year plus hold for me. That means I plan on being in Shiba Inu for that amount of time. It doesn't mean you won't take any profit along that time, but I know at minimum, and now it's pretty much at the point where it's a 10-year plus project for me. Meaning I'm willing to go through the ups and downs with Shiba Inu for the next 10 years because I strongly believe in its ecosystem, what the team is trying to build, its community. I have that level of conviction. Not saying you have to have that level of conviction, but find plays that you do have that level of conviction with, because then it will be easy for you to stay. For those of us who, are some of the OGs to Shiba Inu, we are already well in profit, so it's easy to stick around for a project that you already, made money on. A lot of us did take some gains, when the time was right. We had multiple bags, so we were able to, leave, original bags, have short-term or leave long-term bags and be able to take profit from shorter-term bags, mid-term bags. That's the way you want to play the game. And you can also replenish those bags as well when you see the prices dip. Don't think that you can't buy the dip on your midterm and short-term bags either. Will says, my thought is nothing will happen in October to the end of the 31st. If it does, that's something I like to see. I like to see people being realistic. Not just assuming all the time that things are just gonna go absolutely crazy, because then that's when we see a lot of upset people. So we want to keep in mind that it might play some type of game where everybody is expecting October to be a big pump. So remember, buy the rumor, sell the news. We might see a pump leading into October, and then we might start to see a sell-off after a week, 2, or people start to probably come and see okay, maybe October's not going to be as bullish as we thought it will. We'll start to see a race for people to close out positions, lock in the profit that they do have. So this is why you want to be prepared for your strategy. If October is, you know, what you hope it to be, what will you do? If October isn't what you hope it to be, what will you do in that case? You want to have a strategy or a plan of action in case either or takes place. That way you're ready to go. DW says, wait, October, November going to be super hot for Shib. Will says, I'm seeing that advertisement to the Lord in October. Bruno says, Shiba is a storm unfolding. Ian says, agree, post October. Junior says, buy a size 35. Ian says, I have faith because I just know. Will says, AMC went first. Neb says, let's go Australia in the house. Shout out to the whole Australia, man. We global with this. Will says, FYI, not a crystal ball. I'm saying AMC because I believe something will happen November and October with stock market first. Ian says, your choice, bro, but do both. DW says, yep. Crypto Shady says, D, I remember early days. I was broke, divorced, lost my kids, house, finances to get to where I am at now. It's a miracle. God leading me to you was like a blessing because you equipped me to win, man. Shout out to Crypto Shady, man. I love to hear the success stories, you know, coming from my students, the people that, you know, took this information and, you know, really put it to work, man. That's what it's about. Crypto Clever says, what, December bullish? Y'all know December better be a bullish month, man. My month got to be one of the most bullish months. Ian says, or to see levels, use Lux Algo on TradingView. Even the free version works. Killer says, we would all love all-time high and higher for sheep. We can keep hoping. DW says, 8 a.m. Central CET right here. I'm not sure what CET. Where you at with the DW? Neb says, 4:09 p.m. in Australia. Sheesh. Ian says, 11 p.m. West Coast. Moon Yacht said, hit those likes. Crypto Clever says, have you heard of MSI? Yeah, shout out to Pablo, man. Y'all know we part of the MSI army as well, man. We got a bag of that. Quintessential says, facts, brother DD. I'm glad I DCA'd in the red hard. Good work, bro. That's one of the hardest things to do. A lot of people are afraid to DCA that red. They see that blood, they want to run. She worldwide, power of the internet, power of crypto, facts. If you're missing out on this right now, if you know people missing out on this, you might want to really try to wake them up. Before, you know, sheep starts to go crazy, because it's the thing. The people you care about, they're going to, once you start bragging about it and saying, you know, look what I made in Shiba Inu, they're going to want to jump over. And once they, you know, want to jump over, they're going to most likely be buying, you know, in a higher area. So share the information with them now. As it says, good to see a lot of VIT high rollers pulling up. Salute. Shout out to my VIT army, man. Shib is up 21% now. Let's go. Have you heard of MSI? Yes. Jason says, we talk about Shib live last night. I only need the one bag. If that's what you're comfortable with, that's perfectly fine, man. Remember, everyone has their own risk tolerance. Don't feel like you have to put in more than you're okay with losing, because once you put in more than you're okay with losing, you become emotional. And now you see it drop 3%. Now you know you're having a bad day. My hit says, sir, you are my best love guru. I am so happy. Big fan, man. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to everybody rocking with me, man, all over the world. Jason says, Elon Dogecoin Mars will drop 3 zeros when the roof burn mechanism is activated. PD said, big bro, did you see the Volt Tangem? Tangem might be the best cold storage. Did I see that one yet? No, I didn't see the Volt Tangem yet. I didn't see that one. I'm gonna have to talk about that in the update video and check it out. Bruno says bigger picture. Dustin says real talk. Roland says VIT Tangem will be cool. Hey, put it in motion. That's what we got our community for. Everybody from the Vegas Inu token community is a member who can, you know, work towards making the project better. That's just, you know, in the spirit of Shiba Inu, how it's, you know, open for a community-driven project to be able to bring ideas to. But this one is even more, you know, because, you know, we actually welcome all these different ideas. Bruno says, I'm up if it do. Ian says, I use 4 stochastics, the D percent only settings 9.3, and the second 14.3, 40, and 61 with 3 EMA. Always trade the 50% buy IR, sell any time frame, a killer indicator. Petey says, if this is your first bull run, you're going to wish you put more money in. Listen to the veterans in this space. That's facts. That's going to be the one problem a lot of y'all have. In the words of Leonardo DiCaprio, you're going to wish you would have bought more. DSR says, if like is being said, the USD is going to crash, when one sell, what do you sell to? USD, USDC, USDT? Still trying to understand. It really depends on preference. It really depends on preference. So, you know, if you want to hold in a stable coin, you can do that. But then you're pretty much pegged to the dollar. So, you know, it's pretty much the same essentially. But if you want to hold a stable coin, you can do that. But some people like to find appreciating assets, something like a Bitcoin, something like Ethereum, you know, something that you have strong conviction in, that you believe will be around for the next 10 plus years, and, you know, put some money in that and, you know, just let it sit. Remember, investing is a long-term game. You could get lucky in a shorter period of time. You know, you could start to see your net worth increase in a short period of time, but it is a long-term game. It's not overnight. Will says, I got 5 cryptos. I'm poor, and the story I'm going through is like film you would like, but if was about this day and approve, I know the hated I rebuke. LGBT is drug addict. I don't know what this on. A1 said MSI. Shout out to A1. Ian says 65.5 HTC. BTC. MSI, let's go. Shout out to the MSI. Crypto Clever. Petey says the new investors will be my exit. See, that's the stages, you know. It's gonna be like that. You know, the people who spent the last, 4 years in crypto, once that next wave comes, you know, that next major bull run, you know, some of them get to take their exit. You know, of course, we're gonna take some nice, gains, but we're still gonna be, in the market. It just started, and the bull run will last for 12 months, and even if it declines, it will flare up again within 18 months. Just hold and wait 3 years, and it'll be 1,000x. Happy for 20 p.m. Melbourne, Australia. We all know Pablo, bullish on MSI. Me as well, PD. Then wait for everything to crash, then buy back in again, and wait 4 years for the next bull run. See, this Killer Dragon knows, how the game is played. You buy when it's low, sell when it's high, and rinse, wash, and repeat. A1 says Jasmine is a great play. I seen Jasmine go to 47. I still have some. Stay down for the come up. Be patient. You will be rewarded. Shout out to Big Top Perry in the building. If you invest $100 a month for 3 years, you will become extremely rich. Shib XRP Crow is safe. A1 says VIT MSI XPX. Man, shout out to the whole squad, man. Charlie says, if you had to guess what level the short-term pullback would be at tomorrow, what would you say for a swing trade? So we'll just try to look for, let's go to the 4 hour. Let's go drop to a smaller time frame. So pullback short term is looking like around 1850 points per coin. My line is marked at 1839, but remember I just kind of threw it right here at this point. This is where I was going off of. So 1839, we're looking at this area right here. If it pulls back further than this area, then we may target, in this. Just keep looking at where you see the resistance areas, the stronger resistance areas. So we got some resistance right here as well. Remember, previous resistance can become new support. So let's say we break through this resistance point, this line moving, when the price is moving to the upside, this is a resistance point. This line here becomes a resistance. But once the price breaks above these lines here, it becomes a support line now. So the price can come back down and retest that previous resistance as a support line. So keep that in mind. So what I'm looking at is this area here. If not the 18, around mid 18s, 1830s in that area, then approximately around 1730, 1750, 1700 points per coin, around that range. You could set your buy orders somewhere in the middle in case you want to try to snag a temporary pullback. And even if we get a bigger pullback than that, and you don't have to play each one. You can play this one right here at around 1800 something points per coin. You can skip the one for 1700 points per coin and go right and set an order at the next one at 1600 point per coin level. You can skip the one at 15 and put an order right for the one around 1300 points per coin. So it's really up to you and how you want to play it, how aggressive you want to be, how conservative you want to be. That's why it's hard to tell someone what to do in this space, because everyone has a different risk tolerance, and what's best for me might not be best for you, and vice versa. Paul says, should I buy Shiba Inu now? I think it'll be better than buying it later if you don't have any. At least start to DCA. Crypto Clever says, MSI and vote, let's go. Thinking Forward says, December is back, bull run imminent. Y'all already know what time it is when I pull up, man. I told y'all, if y'all are part of the stream and the videos, just go watch my last few videos, man. I gave y'all a heads up what's about to go down. A1 says, either way, I hodl. Hodl is the model. It will stay at 2300 to 25 until October. After that, it will fall to 21, 22. Just hold buy for 2025. Nev says, when I was new, I bought 100 million SHIB, but dying it on Binance network, though it was lost, but now it shows a balance. Is it still safe? So I think you mean on the BNB side. If you bought Shiba Inu on the BNB side, that is not the correct. If you bought it on the Binance platform or exchange, that's different. Then it's cool. But if you mean you bought the BNB or BSC version of Shiba Inu, then that's not the actual Shiba Inu. Anthony says, authors of wholesale whales trying to catch the Doge pump now by moving over. Facts. So that's what you're gonna see. Sympathy play. Ricardo says, let's go. Salute. PD says, sorry, the veterans don't hope. We know. Learn how to trade on Forex. You will always make money. Be smart. Pay for the class. You will not be disappointed. Matter of fact, I got a special right now. Something that we never did on the channel. Something that has never been done. Email me right now, StockGoatClass@gmail.com, and I got a mega offer for you, mega discount on one or all three of my courses. But right now, I'm going to bundle them all together for a very crazy price. But you got to email me right now to get the price. For those that are serious on taking their investment knowledge to the next level, I got the day trading stock options course for you, teaching you how to day trade. The knowledge is applicable to stock options trading. Not only stock options, it teaches you a lot of information on day trading in general, swing trading as well. So if you're interested in that, it is my course. You will be able to watch me trade live inside of the course with this information that I'm teaching y'all, making thousands of dollars. So if you're interested in that, email StockGoatClass@gmail.com. The email, matter of fact, somebody dropped my email, StockGoatClass. I don't know if y'all could put @gmail.com on there as well, but just put StockGoatClass just put StockGoatClass if they don't let you put the @gmail.com. One of my moderators. Will says, I don't understand nothing. I can't read charts. I wish I knew how. Can people know they're good? But I like that God showed me $1 to 2 is more than 40 to 60. So, if you're interested, like I just said, tap in with me. I got a bundle offer right now, mega discount on my bundle offer. This is the best price that, I've ever put out for the courses, especially as a bundle. So definitely tap in, StockGoatClass@gmail.com. Shout out to everybody on the replay gang. if you're hearing this offer I'll keep this offer open for, a little bit of time, so that way those of you tuning in tomorrow can also get the opportunity. But you definitely want to act on it fast, because it will not be available for long. And I want to really plug my community, especially before this bull run gets started. I want y'all to, have as much information as possible, so that way you can navigate the charts and understand, what you're looking at, and how to, better prepare for, what may take place, or just how to better trade if you're an active trader. Because remember, there's a difference between an investor and a trader. A trader is a person who's looking for short-term gains in the market. They're not looking to hold this one asset or these few assets for 3, 5, 10 years. They're looking to buy in, sell it in a short period of time for a profit. So remember, it's different strategies for both. Now says, so how much is going to be worth per shib? That's hard to say. I would be lying if I tried to, just say how much each shib would be, because nobody knows. PD says, I don't have sense. I'm glad I listen and learn and pay for the classes. Shout out to PD, man. This is one of my students right here, y'all. Crypto Shady, PD. A lot of these people y'all see in here, are actual students who bought my course, took the information, and it worked for them. Think about it. These are people that, got some of this information a while ago, so they still rocking with me to this point. That should tell you something. Crypto Shady says, my first bull run, 2021, I was gentle-handed and cautious, but this one I YOLO'd into Shiba at its low because I knew it was going to go up soonish. Then I made my first 160K. This time I'm going harder. Good work, bro. One Life says, let's go. DSR says, if banks going to crash or close, then what do one do with their cash when they sell? If you sell, well, I'm not sure exactly what you're asking, but it looks like you're saying if the dollar goes and loses all its value, then you can just move over into crypto. And if you want to move out of crypto, I don't know why you would want to do that, because now you can use crypto and spend it on everyday purchases. There's a number of different projects like, Inu, XPX that have the cards where you can, spend directly. You can spend your crypto directly from the card, so you don't even have to cash or exchange into cash. PD says, now I bet Shady. Darren says, I love Shiba, but don't sleep on Gala Games. Crypto's Shady says, absolutely, bro. PD is good rocking with you and D. A1 said, MSI. Turbo says, yes, buy Shib now. Do not waste your time. Forget the small gains. Invest now. Retire yourself later. A1 dropping those vid emojis. Turbo says, I got in at 403. PD said, that's Shady. We made it, bro. I'll see you in Vegas, my brother. Hey, looking forward to seeing y'all, man. We got, the things are coming along with the event space, club/lounge. Things are coming along. It's a process to it. It's not an overnight thing, y'all, but it is coming along. Yeah, if any of y'all actually, end up in Vegas, y'all could just pull up on it anyway. Especially like my OGs, double OGs to the channel, y'all could pull up on me. We ain't even got to be officially, open. We could just, do our own thing. Shady says, we made it, bro. I'll see you in Vegas. PD said that altcoins that follow the movement of BTC will rise 50 to 100x by 2025 and 1,000x by 2027. Something big is about to happen. $1 trillion will flow into cryptocurrency market by 2027. Hopefully it does it before then. Crypto Clever says, remembering the old days, you and Pablo live on your channel. Can't wait for that day to happen again. Bullish on MSI. Definitely. Shady says, yeah, bro, I'll be coming to Vegas for sure. We did make it for sure. We found the cheat code, and now we have the secret to making money. This is how it feels when you're on the inside of the DD Nation, man. Salute to all my community members that have been rocking with me, learning, educating themselves over these years, months, days, weeks, whatever it's been. Man, I appreciate y'all all for rocking with me, man. I love to see my people make money. Ricardo says, I got in around 406. Good work. Neb says, yes, I bought Shib on Binance Network as fuel, but it shows up in my Coinbase. Should I swap it for BNB? Yes, I can't tell you what to do, but I would. But that's not what you should do if it ain't right for you. Do what's best for you. A1 says, you heard about the new MSI platform. Now I got to tap in. NorCal says, Shiba. Shady says, I'm getting a pizza tonight to celebrate my wins. Good work, bro. A1 says, MSI has a Visa card. Fire. Over the top says to the moon. We got to get Vit a Visa, man. Who bullish on the Vit Visa card, man. Over the top to the moon says everyone must have at least over 1 billion. I'm looking to have at least 2 billion or 3 billion. I hope I see some good games just over the top. Essence says A1 is getting it in with the shields. I see you. Definitely working. You got to shield your bag. You know, I come from a time where you had to really, you know, work for your project. A lot of people got spoiled later on in the crypto, you know, after that last bull run. You know, a lot of people came in and just like, you know, hey, I'm going to just buy in and just sit back and just, you know, relax and hope, you know, this goes to the moon. You got to really work for your bags, man. Shout out to Cody Strange, says, big love from Oklahoma. Glad you are back, man. I'm glad you back rocking with me. Roland said, Vit Visa, yes, please. ICP says, is a great project also. A1 says, definitely need a Visa with 2% off at casinos. That'll definitely be fire. Ian says, great stream, bro. Got a trade going. See you all. Peace. Man, yeah, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up, man. We're going to take a look. See where we sitting at right now. Okay, we still hovering around the same. Still hovering around the same area, man. I appreciate everybody for rocking with me. We're going to wrap this one up. Looking forward to seeing what the market has in store for us tomorrow. Make sure you got those notifications on. Subscribe, share the video, tell a friend to tell a friend about Shiba Inu, the channel, you know, everything we're working on. Make sure you are subscribed as well, because once I drop tomorrow on, you know, whatever's taking place, any news that you could use, you want to get that information first, so that way you are, you know, prepared ahead of the rest of the market. In crypto, stocks, you know, investing, assets, timing is everything. You know, having information ahead of others is very, very important. So make sure, you know, you are subscribed. Shuddy said, December, I got a lot of love for you, my brother. Appreciate you, bro. Got love for you too. I got love for my whole community, man. A1 says, bro, pro release on September 30th for MSI platform. Nice. Shady says, I'll never forget what you did for me. Hey, bro, I'm just glad to be, you know, one of the cogs in the greater, you know, picture of what's in store for you, bro. A1 says, VIT in the building. Let's go. XPX, MSI, XPX, Vote, man. Shout out to my Vote Army, man. Salute, y'all. We gonna wrap it up, man. I appreciate everybody for pulling up, and we are. Hey, don't forget to go check that last video I just dropped before this live stream. Make sure you tap in. PD says, DeFi player, have your chain token so you can sell. What you mean, bro? I'm not sure what you mean by that. But we're going to wrap this one up, man. Check the links in the description section of this video. This video is brought to you by Vegas Inu Token, man. One of the latest, closest knit communities in the crypto space. We still working. We still growing. We still putting plays in motion for the bigger picture. So stay down for the come up. Tap in, join the Telegram, check out the contract address. You know, understand when projects are on discount, that's when you need to take advantage. Don't wait until you see things heating up. Don't wait until you see things brewing and bubbling. You want to take advantage of the discounts that you see in the market before things start going crazy. Because once it starts moving, you won't get a chance to. Love you, D. Sleep well, love. Peace out, everybody. What do you think we could be around October 15th? Meaning, will we be at 403? I think we'll still probably be at that 4 zeros level. You know, it's hard to say, but, you know, I'm hoping to just see, you know, like that 50,000 points per coin level really soon. You know, 7,500 points per coin, you know, eventually working our way back to that all-time high. PD says, I love that outro. Hey, we might have to add that in there, man. Shout out to Essence, says VIT. PD says, brought to you by Vit. Nice. Salute. A1. Love. Appreciate all y'all, man. And we are out.